All right, and we are back for part 2 of episode 5. Yeah, part 2 of episode 5. So, we're here. Tori's here now. Tori, hello.
About time.
Looking good, dude.
I know.
It's like, yeah, per usual.
Pretty much all the time. So I guess we can really get into it. We kind of rambled on the first part of this. But yeah. It is what it is. You got free entertainment.
I'm good to ramble a little bit more because I do have one thing to say. Like, we definitely need to get like video hooked up for YouTube so that everybody can see how handsome we all are.
I got to put on my wig then.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking like, we just said about how good Tori looks, and he knows it. I know that I look good. You look good, and we all know Joey's cute as a button, even though he doesn't have his webcam hooked up right now.
Well, his Wi-Fi's messed up.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
I gave up on that.
Are you wearing your beanie?
No, I don't have to now. I'm not on camera.
It's all day, every day. Beanie all day, every day. Sleeping beanie.
I need a damn haircut though. That's for damn sure.
Like sleeping with the beanie on is like some of the best sleep you'll ever have.
You get a hoodie. You got to get a hoodie, and then you pull it the whole way up around and pull it over your eyes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I sleep.
And then you fall asleep like that. That's some good sleep.
Yeah.
That'd be way too hot.
I take my even in the dead of summer, I take my big comforter and I wrap it like around my face and cover my eyes and everything.
There's no way I can do that unless AC was like cranked at like 50.
All day, every day AC. So let's get into it. Sports.
Okay.
Sports. Sports is non-existent at the moment, but it seems like it's on its way back.
Yeah, there's still stuff that's happening though.
NASCAR is back.
Some stuff that's happening.
Back, but
it's not necessarily sports related, but it's sports players that are happening too. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was somebody like one of the cornerbacks from the Giants just got arrested for like armed robbery or something like that.
There was 2 of them.
2 of them?
Yeah,
there's two different teams.
Yeah, it was from 2 different teams. Hold on, I have a picture of it.
I did absolutely no like research or anything on that. I just saw the headline and like my first thought is, what the hell are they trying to steal?
Well, you can't blame them. Money's tough, especially when you're a cornerback in the NFL.
Yeah.
You need to make ends meet.
Oh yeah.
Especially
Yeah, so it was the Giants cornerback DeAndre Baker and the Seahawks cornerback Quentin Dunbar.
They're not making quarterback money.
Yeah, but I don't even know. It just said that he waved a gun around at somebody. Like I don't even think they've gotten into this story as far as it needs to be. But I'd be very interested to find out why somebody that's making easily millions of dollars a year is willing to wave a gun around at somebody in order to get money.
For real.
I don't understand it. Not even a little bit.
I'm still on that zero tolerance train. Like, both those players need to be cut and dropped. I'm sure they are. I'm sure if they haven't, they probably got arrested and everything. If they're going to serve time or something.
Those are felonies, dude.
But
aren't.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that even if they serve their time and try to come back or whatever, I'd say no.
Brendan sending them straight to the gulag.
Zero tolerance, man. I wasn't okay with Michael Vick coming back and playing. I wasn't okay.
Tori, how do you feel about that? Because you're a very big dog lover. Tori is not a people lover. If anybody hasn't already figured that out, but he is very much a dog lover now. Now, how do you feel about the whole Michael Vick situation?
Fuck him.
Really? Should have never came back. Should have never been allowed. Banned from the league. Pete Rozum.
I like that. Pete Rozum.
Pete Rozum from the NFL.
I just think,
some other people could be too.
You think? Who would you Pete Rose out of the NFL? Like, if you had your choice. Huh? Ray Lewis.
He did.
Okay.
He did probably kill a guy.
Probably.
Let's say this.
Probably.
For any reason, like no matter how petty and shitty it may be, if you had the authority as the NFL commissioner to Pete Rose anybody from the NFL, no matter what you did, you could have not liked the shirt that they had on the 5th of July in 1984. Does not matter. You get the Pete Rose, one person from the NFL. Who would it be? Corey.
Blake Bortles.
Oh, you such a prick.
Was that your answer?
Can I use mine to reverse that, like Uno reverse card for like Bortles?
Oh, you're a Bortles believer?
Yeah, dude. I'm ready
Number
for
one
Bortles.
fan
I'm
right
ready
there.
for Bortles in the Berg.
Yeah, I mean that's a good question because like here's the deal, like obviously like I there are so many players on the Steelers that I just absolutely hate.
Okay.
But I feel like there's probably somebody out there that I hate more, and I just can't think of them right now.
Aaron Rodgers.
I don't mind Aaron Rodgers.
Fucking hate him too. Not as much as Blake Bortles.
I mean, honestly, like
okay, so Tori, are you like final answer Blake Bortles?
Yeah, I fucking hate that guy.
Okay, Joey, who are you Pete Rosing from the NFL?
That's a tough question. I don't know his first name, but his last name's Sue. I think he's a defensive.
And Dominic Sue.
Yeah,
he's just a dirty ass player.
Yeah.
Didn't he like step on a couple people?
Yeah.
Stomping on their ankles or their hands and stuff.
Remember Albert Hainsworth like straight up stomped on some dude's head like without his helmet on?
That's what you get, dude. It's NFL, man. This ain't powder puff football. Sometimes you get stomped on the head. You got to deal with it.
Some people rip off their players' helmets and swing at them with it.
Yeah.
A deadly game.
I don't know, man.
So I guess if I had to pick one person, just out of like, it's low hanging fruit for me, but it's probably Ben Roethlisberger. I just hate his stupid fat face.
Right now, I'd give you that.
Yeah. And even like, but like I'd have to go back in time and like throw him out like really early in his career too, because I just that person.
You don't like him?
Super Bowls that he won.
No, I'm just not a fan. Not a fan of his.
Okay, so if I was gonna Pete Rose anybody, it might be Ochocinco.
He's not in the league anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're Pete Rosing him. You're taking away all their accolades throughout the league.
Oh, if like any like you can kick anybody out of any
from Ochocinco on, or even including when he was Johnson.
Both of which I think he was just cocky and arrogant, and I didn't like him. So
you're saying anybody from NFL history I can kick out of the league?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're not. Their accolades are still there. Like it's not like you're taking away. If you do it to Ben, it's not as if the Super Bowls never happened. What it is you're basically saying like he's not allowed in the NFL Hall of Fame. The NFL is no longer going to be like referencing him in broadcasts.
Yeah. So like if I could say like, so if I say the guy that founded the Steelers organization, but like the Steelers still exist though, even if I kick
no, it has to be a player.
You said person. You didn't say player.
Well, player.
You really don't like the Steelers, do you?
No, I mean,
sour.
If I had to pick a least favorite team, it would be them. But like, I gotta be honest, like, I don't really give a shit anymore.
No.
Jealousy will do that, man.
Yeah. You should let your hate
heartbreak
turn into love, Brandon, because love conquers all.
No.
It does.
I like the Penguins still.
That's at least a plus.
Yeah. Baseball's lame, so
we'll move past this. Speaking of baseball, we'll go into that. That was a good transition, Brandon. You're moving up in the world. We love it.
We're gonna talk about baseball. I might tone out for a little while.
Well, it's a specific thing for baseball that kind of pertains to all sports. And I'd like to get like your opinion and really anybody's opinion on this. Is Blake Snell of the Tampa Bay. It's I guess their ace pitcher, and he went on record stating that if the MLB has to play with pay cuts throughout the season, that it's just not worth it because of the risk of getting COVID-19. Now, how do you feel about that? I mean, I think he's kind of being
Well,
greedy
A little
bit,
bitch.
but
yeah. So I mean,
I
as
think it
far
doesn't
as
have to do anything with him being a bitch. I think he doesn't. I think the risk of getting COVID is absolutely the least of his concerns. I think it's more money oriented than anything, and that's just a good
Yeah.
excuse.
I
Yeah,
think
to me, that's being a little bitch.
yeah. So I'm gonna say like what I mean. Again, I'm not super familiar with how like the well, okay. So like when you're in the outfield, you're obviously distant from each other when you're out there.
Yeah.
When you're in the dugout, I feel like you can probably take some precautions to not be right up against each other,
Everybody gets in a bubble.
and then same thing within the locker room, don't be horse playing, don't be sexually harassing each other in the locker room.
Horse playing in the locker room.
Yeah,
A
well,
pay cut to them, they're
Brandon be
still
like the
making
worst gym
millions.
teacher.
you know what I mean by horse playing.
They're
Fingers
playing grab
going
ass.
places that they're not supposed to go,
Putting
and
fingers in your butts. That's how
somebody gets a little chocolate on their fingers.
You think if you farted downwind from somebody, they might get the COVID if you have it?
I don't know. Only one way to find out.
One way to find out, Brandon, go get the COVID.
Why do I gotta get in?
Well,
This is your idea. This whole operation is your idea.
exactly. That's why I shouldn't do it.
Why don't we we just go find somebody that already has it and have them fart in your
in your
face?
face. Good
then,
idea.
I'll tell you what. If you go get COVID, I'll let you fart in my face and see if it transfers.
If anybody on this podcast gets COVID, I swear to God,
No,
we're
it
taking
has
a
to be
video of
you.
you farting in Brandon's face.
It has to be you.
No.
Oh God, I don't know why I say certain things. It's too early. It's because you keep me up late. It's 1:00 in the freaking morning.
Well,
Like
the best
I've
time.
normally been in bed for like 3 hours at this point.
It's the right time. So we're kind of going off of that he's just trying to get more money, I suppose, rather than actually being concerned about getting the Rona.
Well, so that's not like it's they don't. Yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with any of that. Just skip me. Come back to me.
So this is something that falls a little bit more. We'll stay with the NFL. The Rams jerseys look like shit.
I thought they were okay. I mean,
I don't like them. I think they
what's
look.
wrong? I mean, what's so terrible? I mean, like they're bright colored and stuff, but
I think they just try too hard. Like they look like shit. And didn't they try a different logo or something? And like everyone shit on that too.
Yeah.
Like they just can't win to lose, man.
Well, that's I don't like. I mean, I don't know. People just want to be critical about everything.
Well, I want to absolutely.
Yeah, I guess so.
So it makes it.
But that's it's like a mob mentality thing too. Like you find like 5 people to hate on it, and then everybody's gonna pile on.
I want to start that.
You want to start your own mob mentality? You want to start your own thing to hate on?
My own flash mob of hate. That should be a good it would be a good band name, Flash Mob of Hate. Joey, you're a Rams fan. What do you think of those those shitty looking jerseys?
I honestly haven't seen them.
Really?
No.
How have I seen them, but you haven't?
I mean, I like Todd Gurley back a couple seasons ago because I had him in fantasy league and he was fucking killing it. That's what made me a Rams fan.
That makes sense.
So you don't give a shit about the Rams otherwise?
I
thought that was your number 2, man.
When I had Todd Gurley in my fantasy team, yeah, it was.
Yeah, but you got to pick a steady number 2.
Well,
you get main squeeze and you got your side squeeze. You got a side bitch.
I'd have to think on that.
Really? Okay, so Brandon, what's your number 2? You got Baltimore for number 1, like
Like, do I got to go NFC? For this
No,
then?
I don't care what it is.
So it's gonna sound really, really stupid, but I like because they're not a good team. But I think the Raiders might actually be my number 2.
I think that's kind of what I'm going for when I say number 2. You know, you gotta. I think of like the Steelers are inherently usually a pretty decent team, like one way or another.
Yeah,
So like, you know, I try to pick an underdog to root for. So if you're the
Yeah.
Raiders, I'm going to say that my underdog has been for at least the last couple of years the Jags.
okay.
So I root for the Jags whenever you know, the Steelers aren't
Jets.
playing.
I'd say I'd root for the Jets a little bit too from time to time. Like if they're not playing the Ravens, obviously.
Okay, so Joe, who you picking for your number 2?
I'll probably have to go Texans.
Texans?
Oh, no. All right. My number 2. I know who my number 2 is. It's Detroit. And you know what? It always has been Detroit because I find myself every time I'm watching Detroit, I'm pulling for them to win. No matter who they're playing. If it's not the Ravens, I'm always rooting for Detroit.
Well, that's just straight underdog in it.
Yeah.
That's like 100% like you're rooting for the biggest underdog in the NFL.
Yeah, and here's like Matt Stafford on a decent team could have been godlike if you ask me.
Mhm.
But that poor guy.
Right now, we're going to be playing one of our favorite games. It's
Whoop,
called
whoop, whoop, whoop.
Beer or No.
Stop
What is
that.
that?
That was a video that started playing.
What is it?
Beard or no beard, and
Yeah.
I don't even want to dig into what that's all about because
I do.
it's super weird. I just backed out of all of it. So
Beard or no beard?
yeah.
And you were watching this on our break.
Nope, it just happened. Like I was looking at something on my phone and that started auto playing, and here we are now. Not that exciting.
No, not that exciting at all, really. So it's kind of really all I have for the NFL stuff.
It's okay. We're more or less ready. I feel like we get kind of sports heavy sometimes.
We do. I try to do like honestly. So I try to do like maybe one episode that's a little bit more sports, and one episode that's a little bit more entertainment, I suppose.
Sure.
And just
Yeah.
give you a little bit of both. The other 2 that I have are more I don't want to say pseudo sports because it's probably going to offend somebody, but more of a fringe sports, if you will.
That works.
So if you're into wrestling, the Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch on Monday came out that she is pregnant and pregnant with Seth Rollins' kid. And she had to give up the Raw Women's title to Asuka.
Wait, so
which
like
is-
in real life, she's pregnant with this guy's kid.
Yeah, in real
Okay.
life.
How does
Okay.
something like that happen?
That's not just like a storyline thing.
They fuck.
No, that's how that happens, Joey. I
So-
know that
So when a man loves a woman,
you're. But
no way, dude, make her defend that title.
An abortion match. We get 2 pregnant women in the first one to have a miscarriage in the ring.
I'd watch that. I'd pay pay-per-view to see that.
you watch a miscarriage match. Oh, gross.
There's blood everywhere.
No, I was talking to my wife about it. My wife, and I was saying like, man, in that career field, and when you find out something like that, like you need to know here and now. Like that's not
Sure.
something that you need to like that you can just willy nilly about, like because like one power bomb the wrong direction and is game over for that kid.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're gonna be born to professional wrestlers, so it's pretty much game over already.
Dude, like I'm pretty sure that they make more money than you're ever going to imagine in your whole entire
Yeah,
life.
absolutely. But like, no, I guess I shouldn't say that because like there have been some. I guess just one pro wrestler that has made a pretty great career out of what he started with, and that being the Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
What about Stone Cold Steve Austin?
That's true.
He's like awesome.
Yeah.
And then
How
how
many-
many of these MMA people are going over and actually starting to do WWE wrestling after?
Yeah.
So, I stand by the fact that it is pretty shitty acting. It's whatever, but yeah, I dig it. I can get into it.
Yeah, I guess you're a special type of person.
I love it, dude. But you have to accept it. It's like, okay, so I equate wrestling to like going to a magician or something like that, right? If you go to a magician and you're like, this dude is not fucking doing real magic, like that's bullshit. This dude has a fake sleeve. You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah,
You're not gonna like it.
I guess so.
But
But
if
you just
you
let
go
your childlike sense of wonder take over your whole being.
100%, let yourself enjoy the wonderment of watching somebody jump off of a 20-foot ladder through a set of tables
Onto another person.
onto another man, and you're gonna have a damn good time.
Yeah. Watch a man stand up out of a closed coffin that they for some reason is in the middle of a wrestling ring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you're getting it, Brandon. It's a good
Okay.
time. But so she's pregnant, gave up the title. If you're into that sort of thing, and then another sort of fringe thing that's going on is, did you see that there was like a kid that landed a 1080 on a vert ramp, breaking Tony Hawk's 900?
Yeah. I did see that. But I feel like somebody maybe 2 or 3 months after Tony Hawk did the first 900, 4 other people landed 900s too. So Tony Hawk was the first for sure.
Yeah,
But
in
right after,
competition,
yeah,
because I'm sure
First
there were
Asian
other people that did it.
yeah, true. I guess you're right. But I guess right after he landed it in competition, a bunch of other people started landing it, pretty much no problem.
Yeah,
So, but also he was in his 40s, I think, when he did that too. So Tony Hawk's old as shit now, I think, isn't he? He really brought skateboarding into up to what it is, really revolutionary,
well, yeah, he kind of brought it back, and he really set the standard of hey, making it big, you know what I mean, and really just bringing it to the main stage, I suppose.
Yeah. He's 53, 52. And whoa, hey, hold on a second,
Younger than I
Alex.
thought it was.
When's your birthday? When was your birthday?
May 13th.
Tony Hawk is May 12th.
Really?
Yeah. That's
Well,
crazy.
how old is he?
He's 53, 52. So he's a good bit older than you, Alex.
I thought he'd be older than that.
You thought he was older than 52?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk? No.
52?
I guess so, because that puts him at 30s in the 2000s, which is when we would have.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Well,
Because for a professional skateboarder to be, I don't know, man. That's
that's a hard thing. That's a hard
for
sport.
sure. And he was he's a vert skater too, which really that's not a lot of most people that are skaters they prefer street skating.
Well, either way, I mean, there's times where I look at shit that we did when we were kids skateboarding, and I was like, what the fuck? I would
Yeah.
never even try that now.
Yeah. You guys were skateboarding. I was a scooter kid. Can't
yeah, we
forget
talked
that.
about this before. You were
Yeah.
you were a scooter kid. Well, so I think we did pretty good on sports, and you think we could wrap this up and then hit up an entertainment, because I got a lot for just sort of entertainment news that went on this week. It's
Okay.
filled week.
Yeah, I'm good.
So, as always, you can find us on all of our social medias. You can find us on Twitter which is at WOTT Pod. And then you can find us on Facebook at What's on the Tube Pod. Pretty easy. Podcast, whatever. Type it in. You'll find it. Like, you're smart enough. Tori taking over the Instagram a lot more. And all lower cases, no spaces. What is on the tube? What's on the Tube Podcast. All lower cases, no spaces. For the Insta, we're sending a lot of white hot fire pics out.
Dick pics.
Lots of D pics. As always, you can find Brandon if you have any complaints, anything like that about the show. You have any compliments, whatever. We'll take all of it, really. Any kind of recognition that you can actually hear us is at usually _sticky. That'd be Brandon. He's our HR. He heads up all the questions and all that shit. So, Joey, what do you got?
Check you later.
Tori,
Later.
Brandon.
Later's on the men, Jay.
All right. This one
Thought you
real?
were changing it.
Yeah,
I was
we
trying
went over
to,
this
but
last.
it's just a whole
It's-
thing now, and I'm just gonna
It's
stick
so
with what I
rough.
know.
It kind of sucks, but
Just part of them, I guess.
all right. I love you.